Welcome back, scholars. This is Nefertari and Kinjay with Week 8, Lesson 35 of our Distance Learning lesson. What can you expect from your daily video? Each video is a little different, but this is the general structure. There'll be resources and materials, a brief overview of the learning for the lesson, a quick modeling of some of the reading, thinking, speaking, and writing required for the lesson, and a preview of the upcoming learning. Well, in our last lesson, we began to launch our new text for this week entitled "The World is Neither Good or Bad." What we did is preview the article. So today we're engaging in our first read. For the first read activity, you know that you should read the article aloud, and we'll also rank our concept vocabulary. Always remember to share your learning, to complete the weekly fluency activity, and to do a minimum of 20 minutes of additional reading every day. Here's our riddle of the day. How do you make the number 7 an even number without addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Not quite sure how we make 7 an even number without any of the order of operations. Let's check. You dropped the S, even. Okay, now I can get it. Let's move on to our lesson materials. The materials you need for this lesson is the outline for lesson 35. You can find that on page 101 of your student packets. Your note catchers is on page 102, and the text is 3 pages, pages 96 through 98. You'll also need a pencil or a pen. The focus for this week, let's remind us of the guiding questions. How can our beliefs about the world affect our minds? And how is our life's destiny determined by our own positive thinking? We'll keep those questions in mind as we engage in the study of this news article. The text is "The world is neither good or bad." Our learning target for the day is that I can use context clues and the first reading note catcher to annotate my thoughts and predict the meanings of unfamiliar words in the text. An overview of our lesson. Today, we'll start by reading the article with a family member, caregiver, or friend, and I encourage you to read it aloud. Then we'll think about the growth mindset. That's something you'll encounter in your first read. We'll talk with a family member, caregiver, or a friend about whether you feel that your fluency has improved by reading aloud, and then we'll engage in our writing activity. First, let's start with read. As you read with a family member, caregiver, or friend, you should engage in the first read. The first read's purpose is only to give us a general understanding of what we're reading. Let's remember the first read routine. Notice, annotate, connect, and respond. If you remember those steps, then as you're reading aloud, you can pause briefly and jot down what you notice, what you would like to annotate, what you can connect to, and then make any responses you feel are necessary. Think about what you've learned about the growth mindset. After the first reading of the article, you should have an opinion about something called the growth mindset and how this is a positive way to think about the future, and it's something that we can practice, develop as a skill. Let's quickly model what the first read might look like. I'll start by reading the first several paragraphs and then noticing, annotating, connecting, and responding in ways that I think might help you. Let's start off. Psychologists have spent decades studying how our core beliefs about ourselves shape our actions and how we feel about our lives. For example, if we believe our future is gloomy, we're more likely to be depressed. Depression and feelings of depression are different from feeling sad. Depression is a mental illness that can affect mood, thoughts, and behavior. What distinguishes a mental illness, such as depression, from normal feelings, such as sadness, is that mental illnesses cause ongoing stress. I would go ahead and make an annotation here. Let's keep reading. It can also severely interfere with a person's ability to function. Most mental illnesses can be treated with medication and therapy. That's pretty good to know. Let's continue reading aloud paragraph 3. If we have a growth mindset, then we're more likely to feel happy and put effort into what we do. There's an answer to a question that we need today. So the growth mindset makes us feel happy and put extra effort into what we do. Let's keep reading. A growth mindset is a view that we can develop our minds and skills with effort and practice. This mindset encourages confidence in our ability to shape our lives. Until recently, psychologists have not focused on how the beliefs we have about the world we live in can also affect our lives. Well, by reading paragraph 3, I can see so much. I can see that the growth mindset is defined as a view that we can develop our minds and skills with effort and practice. Now, talk with your family member, caregiver, or friend about how reading the text aloud has already improved your fluency and ability to understand a complex text. Then finally, we will write. Let's start by ranking our concept vocabulary. There are 8 words there that might be unfamiliar to you. Let's take the top 5 of them and rank them according to our familiarity with them. Then we can go ahead and record our annotations in the first read guide. If you have questions or you're stuck on anything, don't hesitate to email your ELA teachers. And tomorrow's lesson, lesson 36, will include a close reading guide so that we can annotate, question, and conclude while reading the text. Thanks for learning with me today, scholars. Now, I look forward to teaching with you again soon, but until then, discuss your lessons with someone, read for 20 minutes a day, and complete your weekly fluency activity. Thank you. Bye-bye.